Previewing Week 7 in the NFL here at SBRForum Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We're talking right now with Big Al McMordie from BigAl.com. Al went 2-0 against the spread with us in his NFL videos with us last week, including a great contrarian pick on the under in Dallas, Washington. Al, thanks for being back with us this week.
Always good to be here, Peter.
All right. Did you do as well this week at your site as you did in our videos?
You know, in pro football, we continue to roll. College football, we had a losing weekend, unfortunately. In the NFL, we were off the top of my head, 5-2. We're now 26-13 on all our NFL selections this season, 67%. College football, we stumbled. We had a big player SEC game of the year, which lost. And, you know, that kind of marred the weekend on Saturday.
Well, there you go. Honesty. I didn't even know you could find honesty at BigAl.com. You can find everything there. All right. Give a little plug for BigAl.com before we get into the first game you want to discuss, Minnesota Giants. I'm very interested to hear what you have to say about that.
Oh, sure. Well, you know, for people who've been watching the videos all season long, they know that I was ranked #1 last year. In pro football, we cashed 77% of our top NFL selections as documented by the Sports Monitor. Off to another terrific start in pro football this season on all our selections, as I just mentioned, 26-13, 67%. On our top college football plays this season, we're cashing 58.3%. And we're also off to a terrific start this hockey season, 10 wins, 3 losses, including 9-1 on our top-rated plays. So you can get baseball, football, basketball, hockey, all the sports at BigAl.com. And it's not just myself. Folks can go there and get winners from Larry Ness, Scott Spreitzer, Brian Leonard, Ben Burns, Tom Stryker, Wayne Root, lots of great handicappers. And then, of course, there are 3 free picks every day at the website. Just go to the website, BigAl.com, and click on free picks.
Okay, sounds great, Al McMordie. And the first game you want to discuss is Minnesota at the Giants. Now, this is a game that, I look at this game, I don't know what to think here. I'm sure most people, most average, recreational handicappers looking at this game don't know what to think. But those are the games where, your methods tend to have the most value. Giants are a 3 or 3.5 point home favorite on Monday night. Totals 46.5 or 47. Hard to make a case for betting on either of these teams, but you can easily make a great case for betting against both of these teams. I'm looking at this ugly game, no idea. I would go, I guess, with Minnesota +3 or 3.5, and my reasoning is why not? What do you like here and why?
You know what I find interesting about this ball game is that this is the worst matchup on Monday Night Football since 2001 when the 0-4 Redskins met the 0-4 Cowboys. Here you have the 1-4 Vikings going up against the 0-6 New York Giants. So thank God one of these teams resides in New York. Otherwise, I don't think anyone would even watch this ball game. When I look at this matchup, usually, Peter, I'm kind of contrarian, but I don't think I'm going to be too contrarian on this ball game. I mean, take a look at the defenses here. Both New York and Minnesota have given up at least 27 points in all 11 of their games, with New York averaging 34.8 points given up. The Vikings are surrendering 31.6. Not surprisingly, 9 out of the 11 games have gone over the total. And I'm going to look for another high-scoring game here. I'm not going to go contrarian. Over the past 30 seasons, there have been 21 games in the NFL where both teams had given up more than 29 points per game, and that had an over-under of at least 44 points. And 17 of these 21 have gone over the total. If it ain't broke, don't try to fix it. I'm just going to take the over.
All right. Does sound good to me. You can get 46.5 widely available right now. Yeah, I love betting on the Giants overs in general because, I figure when they do make improvements, comes in the passing game, always going to be vulnerable on defense. My only concern, and I'm just thinking out loud here, who's going to quarterback for Minnesota, and do you think they have the tools on offense to be able to put up enough points in this game?
Well, I'm just looking at what the Giants have given up on defense. I mean, every game they're giving up a ton of points. So it doesn't really matter who's quarterback in the other team. New York's not able to stop anyone this year.
Right.
And I just think this, the total isn't prohibitively high. It's not like a 54 that we saw last week in the Dallas Cowboy, Redskin game. I mean, here it's only, I say only 46.5 for two teams which are giving up this many points on defense. I'm going to take it over.
All right. I'm convinced, and I completely trust you on this one. Al McMordie liking the over 46.5 in the ugly Monday night game, Minnesota Giants. Thanks so much, Al.